Donald Trump is in pure shock after Iran just destroyed 3 MQ-9 Reaper drones within the past 48 hours, which each drone being worth around $30 million, making the claimed aircraft losses roughly $90 million worth in drone value alone.
Well, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Bloomberg-style reporting says one Reaper was destroyed and another was seriously damaged, with debris from an intercepted missile hitting Ali Al-Salem Air Base in Kuwait.
Now, keep in mind, these drones are not just special. These are like top-tier military style.
These are top-tier drones, and this was unprepared. No one knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. Especially when they have names like Reaper, you know that they cost a lot.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
Like Reaper drones.
The reported injuries from that were about 5 Americans, including contractors and active duty personnel.
So some people were on the job all day.
People were on the job.
They got injured.
Described as minor injuries in one account. The latest casualty reporting cited in the coverage says 14 Americans have died and 409 Americans have been injured.
Which is a lot.
In the campaign so far.
Yeah.
The airbase incident also reportedly damaged the base itself and 2 MQ-9s, showing that the costs are not just about one missile strike, but also repairs, replacements, and downtime.
Because I'm going to guess when these big like drones get hit, it blows up.
100%.
So let's say it's next to a hangar in a military base. That actually destroys the whole base.
And there was 430 people on duty. So.
Yep. And keep in mind, there's already been a lot of spending on the war with Iran.
Yes.
So they're spending currently $900 million a day.
As
so
we know,
this adds more.
There's already $1 billion worth of spending every single day on this war.
Pretty much, yeah.
The broader war cost was reported about $29 billion by Pentagon officials in one update, up from an earlier $25 billion in estimate. The war bill is set to be driven by munitions, air operations, missile defense, repairs, and replacement, not just direct combat. One earlier report said the first 2 days alone used $6 billion in munitions, which also shows how quickly the spending is stacking up, which a lot is taxpayer money.
Because keep in mind, in war, munitions are the main source, and also fuel, which, as we know, fuel has gone up 40% since the war with Iran.
The report comes days after U.S. Air Force Chief on Staff Gen Kenneth Wilsbach described the MQ-9s as the most valuable player of Operation Epic Fury, saying the drone carried out more strikes against Iran than any other aircraft in the U.S. arsenal.
Why do they give these operations super cool names? Epic Fury.
I don't know. According to a report from the Orbital today, roughly 30 MQ-9s have been lost during the conflict, at more than 30 million apiece.
That's a lot.
These losses alone would amount to around $1 billion in aircraft alone. Previous reports suggested that the U.S. had lost 18 more Reapers in Yemen.
Wow.
The Air Force's MQ-9 fleet have fallen about 182 aircraft at the end of 2025 to roughly 135 today. Authorities confirmed. David Tabor told lawmakers, "We're looking at options to buy back as many of the MQ-9 AAs as possibly as we can right now." If the latest reports are confirmed, the U.S. could have lost roughly $60 million worth of MQ-9 aircrafts in a single day.
Wow. So that pretty much puts more cost to it in general.
Yep.
Now, Houthi forces, if I'm saying that right, claims they've shot down a U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drone near the Marib Governorate, releasing footage that shows that they've been intercepted. We'll play the video. The MQ-9 costs around $30 million per unit, as we know. It's one of the most capable surveillance and airstrike platforms in the U.S. arsenal. If verified, the Houthi air defenses have evolved well beyond what most analysts assumed they could field at this stage of the conflict. The U.S. hasn't confirmed the loss yet, So pretty much the Trump administration is trying to hide this loss because it's so much money down the drain.
Yes. And like I said, it was very unpredictable and they were unprepared. And many people were on duty. Like we seen,
Yep.
409 Americans have been injured and 13 have died. Reports and social media footage suggest the US may have lost 2 MQ-9's Reaper drones on May 29th. One drone was drowned near Iran's Krems Island. I don't know if I'm saying that right. While another report shot down over Yemen's Marib province. Each MQ-9 Reaper cost more than 30 million.
As we know. Now, the thing that's special with these drones is they take months or even weeks to make, since they're literally made for like
Very special.
these special operations like Epic Fury, which
Yeah.
is such a cool name, to be honest. Even these Reaper drones,
It takes a long time to make, and also it takes a long time to replace.
of course,
As we know, there was a lot of MQ-9s that were damaged and destroyed. So these-
even because they cost 30 million each, it adds up.
oh yeah, but Donald Trump's money flies out of the sky. We know
Yeah,
that.
sure.
The base strike matters because even minor injuries can still mean operational disruption, repairs, and more security spending.
Which, keep in mind, if these hangars have been damaged or these military bases have any sort of damage, they need to be repaired in
100%.
general. Not only do these drones, but people have been injured.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, since all these drones and these bases have been hit, the Donald Trump administration hasn't talked about it at all.
No,
A
not at all.
lot of these big news, like I'm not going to mention them because I don't want to get any drama with them, but they're not mentioning this at all.
No.
They're covering this up. So keep in mind, the Trump administration is probably paying them millions of dollars to hide this. Because
Yes.
I believe Trump right now in his Oval Office is panicking.
Because it's making him look weak
Oh, of
if
course.
they mention it and show it. So
Keep in
they're trying
mind-
to keep it on the low end
Yeah,
secret.
this war is worldwide right now. Eh? They don't want to show this.
Donald Trump is panicking.
Of course.
He's scared.
He probably is right now, in fact, in the
Yeah.
last 48 hours.
Yeah.
Keep in mind with the gunshot shootings, and he has been losing his mind, tweeting 100 times at 3 a.m. on
100.
social.
Yeah.
He's not-
How old is he? 70,
I think he's 79 or something.
79-year-old man spending more time on social media doing hundreds of tweets
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. in the morning
Yeah.
and accusing Obama, threatening
And he
Obama,
almost put Obama in prison, like
threatening
to bomb Oman.
threatening Oman. Yeah.
So, and not only that, like the war, the bombs in southern Iran that he's done
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
Even him in the cabinet meeting talking about his reflecting pool and him nearly sleeping in the event.
I mean, yeah. What kind of president rests his eyes and even sleeps during conferences and meetings?
Because keep in mind, the president of the United States pretty much represents the
Pre-
whole of America.
President of the world,
Yeah,
basically.
of course. So just imagine him nearly sleeping in the Oval Office.
And Donald Trump right now is shaking his boots because what's happened last night is really shocking. Not only America, but Trump is keeping this on the low end and keeping it
course.
as a secret and doesn't really want to talk about it because it's going to make the whole administration look weak.
Keep in mind, not only is he hiding this, but imagine what he's hiding on the Epstein files.
Also that.
So I would imagine what they're dodging. There must be humongous news that's never been reported since they're trying to cover this up.
That's true.
All right, folks. So I think we've mentioned enough on this points and all these crazy events that's been happening right now. So if you have anything to say in the comments, leave it in. What do you think about the Trump administration? What do you think about these Reaper MQ-9 drones that've been shot down, the people injured, and this cost? It's a lot of money. So this was Matt and T from The BerubeShow. We'll see you guys in the next one.
As always, praying for your safety.